As we all know, the Knicks have been linked to a lot of names this summer, but now we've got some confirmation. Malcolm Brogdon is officially on the Knicks' radar, and a former Knick, Delon Wright, just spoke out about potentially coming back to New York. These are two very different types of veteran point guards, but both could fill the Knicks' last roster spot in a major way. Let's break down what this means for Leon Rose, Mike Brown, and the team heading into training camp. According to both Jake Fischer and Ian Begley, the Knicks have been monitoring Malcolm Brogdon's situation closely. He's not just a rumor floating out there, he's actually on New York's radar. That's big because Brogdon is the type of veteran that can shift your second unit instantly. He's 32 years old, coming off of a season where he only played in 24 games but averaged about 13 points and 4 assists per game. And he's still one of the steadiest ball handlers in the NBA. He's not the healthiest player by far, we all know his injury history, but when he's right, Brogdon is efficient, poised, and fits perfectly in a playoff setting. He's been 6th man of the year before, he's been a steady starter, and most importantly, he's not afraid of big moments. The Knicks have been looking for a backup point guard ever since Immanuel Quickley was traded, and let's be real, they've been cycling through names like Monte Morris, Delon Wright, and yes, even Ben Simmons. But Brogdon, that's a much more serious option. He's someone who can stabilize the floor whenever Jalen Brunson sits. And on the flip side, we've got Delon Wright, and this is not speculation, this is Wright himself saying it. He told someone, quote, "I would love to go back to New York, but we will see what happens. I'm open to going to any team that wants to use my services." That's direct, that's honest, and that's a player who clearly enjoyed his short time with the Knicks this past season. Wright may not have the scoring punch of Brogdon offensively, but he's got the defensive first mentality, he's unselfish, he's the ultimate professional, and he knows how to run an offense without hijacking possessions. He is the literal definition of a steady veteran backup. Think about it, Mike Brown and the Knicks' new coaching staff value defense and toughness. Delon Wright fits that mold better than almost anyone. He's 6'5", he's long, he can guard multiple positions, and he would not demand a high usage role. And he is someone that would definitely be okay with sitting on the bench for a couple games here and there. And with that said, here's the question that Knicks fans need to think about. Do you want the higher upside playmaker in Brogdon or the low-risk defensive-minded floor general in Wright? With Brogdon, you're taking a swing. If he stays healthy, that's a big if, you do get one of the most reliable veteran guards in the NBA off your bench. He can shoot the three, create shots, and even close games next to Brunson if needed, but the health risk is definitely real. Another thing to consider here is how would you play all three of Brogdon, McBride, and Clarkson together off the bench? They're all short guards, which gives someone like Delon or Landry Shamet a slight advantage because they're taller than Brogdon. But with Delon Wright, you know what you're getting. He will not wow you with stats, but he will bring order, discipline, and defense to that second unit. He's the safer play, and sometimes safe is exactly what you want in your 9th or 10th man. This decision tells us something about where the Knicks are at mentally. Are they willing to gamble a little and bring in a guy like Brogdon or Simmons who could raise their ceiling but also carries a ton of risk? Or are they more focused on continuity, chemistry, and playing it safe with someone like Wright? And of course, remember the bigger picture. This is the final roster spot we're talking about. The Knicks do not need a star in that spot. They need someone who can star in their role. And really, either of these two guys, Brogdon or Wright, would give the Knicks that insurance policy that they've been looking for all offseason. So Knicks fans, I'll throw it to you. Who do you prefer? Would you take the steady veteran in Malcolm Brogdon or the defensive-minded glue guy in Delon Wright? Drop your thoughts below because this last roster spot could be the final piece to a championship level puzzle. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you will not want to miss. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.